Previously on Uranium Chef, the participants were able to track down the last of the necessary ingredients. Thunnis showed off his dance moves in order to impress the Dirtango, and Wendy used her ice powers to stop the Timbleweeds dead in their tracks. Now, with the specter of ascending the Great Mountain on the horizon, our heroes head back to town to prepare for what lies ahead. Today on Uranium Chef!
Do we go back to our humble abode?
Do you want to?
What,
Yeah,
our
I mean-
camp?
No, not at the camp. Our little hut that we have.
Yeah, well, wait, we have a hut?
The hut that we stayed in.
Back at town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I assume we have to come back from the desert, then to
Yeah,
go.
I think it'd probably be a good idea to go back to town first, and maybe we can talk to Zimbo about your rock and maybe get a little bit of clarity on that.
I mean, is it like far out of the way from where we've come?
No, I mean, it'll take a little bit of time to travel there, but it's not a huge deal.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys want to head back?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where we rested?
Yeah.
Well, you. So you want to say that you rested back at the camp, or back at home? Or
Back
yeah,
at home,
so
yes.
back
It's
at
going to
town.
be more comfortable.
So yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna get
say
a better
you
rest.
guys you started heading back, to maybe to stock back up on supplies. Say,
We need more dirt
mountain.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rest in your little hut, and you now have free reign to do what you want to do.
I would like to go talk to Zimbo about this rock.
High company.
Okay.
All right. So we go back to the shop, and we say,
Hey, how's it going? I see that you've got the rock still.
Yeah, dude, look what it does. That!
Yeah, it does do that.
And it rattles,
Don't no.
and it changes color when I put, like, stuff on it. Like, I pluck some fur from his...
Hey!
And then I put this, and it's like...
No, why are you doing that? No, no.
And then, like, when I pressed it up against a whole bunch of other stuff, it changed color as well.
And it leaked stuff?
Yeah, and when I twist it, it glows, and it makes a crack sound. And, yeah, I don't know, I've been licking it like a whole bunch.
He loves licking it. It's like his favorite thing to do.
So is this the game? I mean, it's a pretty good game. I'm not sure if it's the best game in the world. But am I playing it
There's
right?
something we're missing about this game, so we figured that you could probably enlighten us.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Oh, what have you? Oh. I hope it still works. And he kind of clicks down on it, and then kind of twists it again, and it sort of pops open.
Huh.
And inside, there's like a little Game Boy. And it's kind of a little busted. The LCDs on the screen are kind of a little bit a couple of them aren't working so well. And you can see that the port where like the battery would be was right about where you were licking it constantly.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
And all of the fluid that kept coming out of it seems to have been something integral to the internal components of this.
Does the battery run on garlic?
Yeah, it's a sort of a combination battery. It's lithium garlic.
Lithium garlic?
No, I liked my game better.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense now. All the zapping. Yeah, I'm putting it together now. I mean, how were we supposed to know, though? Why would they hide a Game Boy inside of a rock? Easy come, easy go.
We know what's fun, Mr. Brown, don't we? We do. We do.
Space.
Can I see it back?
Yeah.
Click. Wow.
I would expect nothing less from this.
I mean, if it's not going to work either way.
It seems to be working just
glows
fine.
still.
Yeah, not for long.
Will it explode at some point?
I mean, I don't even know what you're doing to it.
It's glowing.
It's probably toxic.
It
Wait,
doesn't taste toxic.
I feel like this will pay off later. Just hang on to that.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay. I
feel like you should name it at this point.
He's got your ID and he's kind of like flipping it back and forth in his fingers.
Oh yeah, crap. That ID. Well, the thing is, I told him that I would pay for this thing with the water from me. So when you get your water, I'll get my ID, right? Regardless of what happens with this stupid rock.
Regardless of what happens to Mr. Brown here.
Wait, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
He's got a name. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for the sale.
Yeah. Mimpy, you can see, or not Mimpy, Zumbo, he reaches behind his kind of counter, and you can hear him like lock a couple of things.
I want to go hunt this thing. I just want to sleep.
I guess I'll take the time to. I mean, the chili manners are dead. We probably don't need its bodies, so I'm just gonna squeeze out.
Just gonna squeeze the.
But like, I want to
the
like
rest of
collect
the-
it into like a
yeah.
little vial
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
don't lose it.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Vial and like maybe crack the shell off of the.
So you guys all want to prepare all of the
Yeah.
spices, kind of like get them all together, okay?
And then collect
Shear
more
the
dirt
rest of the
water.
herb and get more dirt melon.
Yeah.
I file my claws so they're nice and pointy.
All right. So, is there any other dangers up the mountain except for the habaneros?
Oh, you know, just rock slides and all kinds of.
Weather? Is it hot?
No, it gets colder as you get up there.
Okay, that's fine.
So do you think that we're gonna need like some warm clothes? What would you prepare with, maybe?
A shell?
Okay, yeah, you guys have shells. That's right. You said that there's like grass we can weave clothes with, right?
Well, there's woven clothes over at the store over there.
Oh, there is.
Indeed.
What do we use to pay for this?
Some of your fur from.
He's gonna be bald by the time I'm done with this thing.
It'll grow back.
Right now he's got sort of like a Cocker Spaniel kind of deal going on. Like you've shaved like the whole top part, but there's still some like hanging down below here.
Okay, sorry, Herb. Gonna take a little off the belly here.
Before we've even gone to a.
As you're like shaving it off there, it's like you're tickling it. So it's like.
You're so cute. I love you. All right. Give me one of those grass coats. One of those grass toques. Some grass boots.
You'll need 8 of them.
Obviously. No, I need 4 pair.
Well, you
Obviously,
also
you don't buy a
need-
boot individually. That's ridiculous.
They work as mittens.
What about Coco and Macron?
What about them?
You're only buying 4 pair.
Well, yeah, because I have 8 tentacles.
Oh, these are just for you.
Yes. You guys buy your own. Me and Herb are looking out for me and Herb. Speaking of which, let me get one of those grass collars.
You want to let me leash it, but you want to collar it?
I'm not leashing him. I put on the collar, and I
Wait, does
take
it store
I take a seashell, and I carve Herb into it, and then I
right, roll a
attach
clever.
it. 3.
You carve derp into it.
Come on, that's a 3 clever. Come on, derp.
You carve herp into it.
Herb, okay, that's a little better. All right.
He'll fix it
Herb.
later.
Yeah, I could just make the P into a B. That's doable. Okay. So he's got a collar. It says Herb.
You know, Herp's close, and I kind of forgot how that letter goes. The one that looks like a person with a big face and a belly, and so I just made the big face. That letter. But I mean, you get the idea, right? Do you think that people will think Herp is short for herpes? I should rethink this. Oh no, they'll probably think it's short for herpetologist.
Wait, has the shopkeep even agreed to this transaction yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just dump a bunch of fur on his counter.
it's just
like that should take care of it, sir.
It's like that scene in Waterworld where he shows up with just like the dirt and he's just like, give me everything.
Yep.
You give him the first.
Before I leave,
all
I
yours,
say,
yeah.
Dryland's not a myth. I've seen it.
And he says, I know I can see. Like everything. Do you guys want to head out? What's the plan? Is there anything else anyone wants to do in town before you leave?
Unless there's any more good toys around.
Zimbo is like, there's like a closed sign.
Yeah.
He's clearly there, and the sign is clearly pointed just at you.
He's like holding it up in my direction.
So maybe like, could we get more information on habaneros? Like,
On the habaneros?
yeah, habanero. Excuse me. They sound so delicious.
The habanero coyotes.
So we obviously know how big they are. They're probably pretty fast.
Yeah. They're the apex predator.
Do they hunt? Do they like hunt in groups? Do they ambush people? Or do they-
Occasionally they'll hunt in small groups, 2,
Okay.
3.
Do they attack on
Usually alone.
from the side?
Like raptors.
Clever. They tend to ambush their prey.
Not if we ambush them first.
Just so smiley. So, by the way, Macron is still pretty kind of like stiff. He's still like working to get his mobility back. So Macron stays in the hut behind before you leave.
Okay.
Coco, Mimpy join you as well.
Great.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, before we leave, I don't want to go unarmed up this
You
mountain.
got plenty.
Oh, so good!
He's on fire tonight, guys.
know.
He's on fire. Can I fashion a weapon, like maybe a spear? You know,
Or
like
maybe buy one.
well, do they have spears?
And how much fur does he have left?
All the spears
I
seem
know,
to be
right?
in the hands of guards. And
I'm-
whatnot. They
I'm-
mostly just look like, some kind of like a stick or something.
And that's what I'm
sharpened.
thinking. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm just gonna like take a branch, a tree,
Sure.
and then
Roll a clever.
ooh,
Wow.
that's good. 5.
Okay. So you kind of walk along the riverbed a little bit, and you do notice that there are some kind of branches, obviously like kind of dead trees and whatnot. But there are several with like nice long branches. You find like a nice, really straight, long branch. You break it off of there, and you whittle away at it, and you create a pretty impressive spear.
Wow.
Actually, a couple of the guards are kind of looking at you like, oh.
You should get a weapon too.
I should.
Yeah.
Rock.
I've got the rock.
I mean, maybe another weapon.
Okay.
Because it's cool to have 2 weapons.
Okay. So, do you think I should get a spear as well? What do you recommend?
I mean, a spear is a good start.
All
I
right.
think that's the only option we really have here.
All right.
Unless you have any, weapons on your body.
Pretty much everything around is just sticks and stones.
Do you
That's about it.
ooze poison?
No, I just ooze.
Oh.
Okay. So I saw what he did. Like I saw the spear that he made. So I go off and I try to find my own tree branch.
Okay, so roll a clever.
That's a 1.
Okay. So you're the whole time you're watching Zorby doing this, and Zorby's doing it like really well. It's like
Yeah.
he just takes to it like a natural.
Yeah.
And you find another branch, but it's like kind of a crooked branch. You're like, this'll do, and
Yeah.
you snap it off, and you're kind of like just sort of like chipping away at it like with your rock. And so it's every now and then like it'll scorch the edge of it and whatnot, and kind of like you're getting there, but it's not a very good looking spear.
Sure.
job,
But,
Dennis.
but you're very proud of it
Yeah.
nonetheless.
It's fine looking. Yeah, that look
Yeah.
nice.
But you're really excited. You're like, yeah,
Let's go!
So obviously they use like dry grass as clothing. I'm gonna find some grass myself, and I'm gonna start like twining it and like weaving it into like a sling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So roll, a clever, I think.
because you said there's just trees and rocks.
Yes.
2.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to take some of it and kind of like wrap it together and like that. It's not
Yeah,
like
sling.
super taut or anything like that, but it does seem to work pretty well. You find a little Y-shaped stick. You kind of make like almost like a little slingshot.
thinking
kind of
like-
deal. Oh, you like this kind of sling.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, just something that you can like kind of whip around like
Yeah.
this. Yeah. It's got some tensile strength to it. It's not super bouncy or anything like that, but it seems like it'll work.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Sticks and rocks.
Sticks
Let's
and
go.
rocks.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
Rest feeling good?
feeling pretty confident. I feel like we can take on
I can take on the
Hob and
world.
Yotis, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It doesn't surprise me. Thunnis doesn't strike me as the most inventive of fellas. I mean, this is the guy who destroyed the funnest game in the world. A+ for trying? No, that's way too. C+ for trying? Me, on the other hand, A+, all the way.
Thunnis and Zorby were out there making weapons. I didn't want to go unprepared, especially with those freaking Habanyotis out there. I don't want to get close up to one. It doesn't sound great. So I thought making something that I can use at range was a good idea. I think I did a good job.
I really admire the fact that they're making weapons. But baby, I don't need weapons. These are the only weapons I need. These claws, these jaws.
My spear looks freaking rad. It has character. Look, Zorby's is all straight and stuff. Mine's awesome. It's all like not straight.
Oh, Thunnis. How adorable. Yeah, you got your spear?
It has character.
Okay, so you embark on your journey. Now, again, you kind of start like closer to morning, and you head through what appears to be like what would be kind of like a jungle or very like deep forest kind of area, but it's obviously very dry. So a lot of like the branches in the area are very dry. Everything is kind of like reddish, brownish color, not super pretty looking, right? But clearly dense. So it looks like this should be a forest teeming with life. And as you walk along, you find a little trail that seems to kind of spiral up the mountain. And as you're approaching the mountain, you see it's pretty impressive. It looks like it's going to be quite the hike up the side of it. You're going to have to traverse some rocky terrain and whatnot. And you can see kind of like at the top of it, you can see there appears to be like a snow cap kind of looking area. But every now and then, it shakes.
Like the mountain shakes, or
Just the top of the mountain.
Do we see like an avalanche happening from it when it shakes?
You see like some stuff kind of like fall off of it and whatnot every now and then.
so.
So
From what you're saying, it sounds like there's actually something living up there.
I think
Well,
that there's
that's
something.
where the
I think that the
Futog
mountain
lives.
might be living.
That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too.
Remember
like-
how we were on an island and it turned out the island was alive?
I'm thinking more. It's
Yes,
like
I do remember that.
Remember that?
Yes.
I'm thinking more like the mountains actually plateau, and then there's just something that's curled up there and it's sleeping.
But
That could be possible, too.
Don't we have to melt the snow to make the river?
That's where the
Or-
spice comes in.
Exactly.
It eats the spice, it cries, and it just
Well, one step first. How do we get up this thing?
The
we
trail.
follow the trail.
So you follow the trail for a while,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good. And then eventually you do come to a pretty sheer cliff face. And Mimpy tells you, we're going to have to climb up there. There's not really any easy way around there.
Well, Mimpy, you've done this 17 times now. How do you like to scale this?
Oh, usually they don't make it this far.
Oh,
Oh, sweet!
we did it, guys!
Boom.
We're the best!
High fives all around!
Yeah!
And as you're making all of those cheers, making all of that noise, you
I wasn't paying
hear
attention, I'm sorry.
the howling sounds that you heard in the desert. And they're very close.
Oh, snap.
Alright, I'm gonna grab as many rocks as I can.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing them.
So, you hear one kind of up and above you, kind of on top of the rock face.
I'm gonna
Kind of
hide.
Maybe a couple in the trees around you. You're gonna hide?
Yeah, because they like
All
to
right.
ambush, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
hide and ambush
All right,
them.
so you
Oh,
roll a
that's
sneaky.
a good call.
You roll a sneaky real fast. Mimpy, as soon as
Plus
the...
1.
Okay, as soon as the howls
No,
happen,
2.
Mimpy retracted into his shell. And you can see, like, he didn't go fully all the way in. He's kind of halfway in. So he's got, like, its shell, tiny little feet, tiny little hands with, like, the spear in his hand. And his head
so
just kind of, like,
cute.
peeking out, right?
I prod Mimpy. You all right, bud? What's the problem?
Battle mode. Kind of like goes back in. All right? So he's clearly, like, kind of armored up, and he kind of, like, plops down.
All right.
Does he fight like Gamora or Gamera?
Find out.
He spins really fast and it's just
So, what'd you roll for your sneak?
I got 2.
Okay, so you kind of dash over to like the side of the path, and you kind of like duck down and just kind of some shrubbery and whatnot. But it's not very dense. You
Yeah.
know, like so you're kind of a little hidden, but not like totally hidden.
I'm gonna try to sneak away too.
You're gonna try and sneak away. Okay.
Yeah. I'm hoping that
Yep.
might. Oh,
That's the worst.
4.
Oh.
All right.
Because I have 3, Ash.
So you.
I just want to kind of know
instead of going to the
way.
side, you just sort of like back up to the wall. And like you kind of ice up a little bit, and you blend right in. Like I mean, it's kind of shocking how well you did that. Zorby kind of looks at you, kind of like, she part octopus.
Whoops. I'm just getting the bad rules out of the way.
Perfect.
I whoops.
Yeah. Oh,
I whoops. So I whoops against the wall
Okay.
and try to camouflage.
That's
Camouflage.
Is that traditional, like,
Yeah.
what's your
It's
called?
Cephalobian.
It's Cephalobian speech. And he
Okay,
whoops.
3.
3? Okay, yeah, so you kind of, flatten yourself against the wall, kind of next to Scuba.
Okay.
And you do the same thing. You're a little more visible than Scuba is, and you're kind of a little jealous. But
He's got camouflage.
But you're both very... Oh, did you get a bonus? Or you said you got a 3.
No. I don't have a bonus to my camouflage. I have all time, and then, or I have quick hands and sure grip. I don't have a camouflage.
You have a camouflage bonus. We
Oh,
talked
do
about
I?
that last time, yeah.
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
2.
that's right. It was a new thing that I got. Yes, okay. So I guess
You got a 5?
I got a 4. Oh, it's a +2?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 5.
All right, so you flatten against the wall next to Scuba, and you're even more blended in
Okay,
than she is.
I like that
and
better.
you kind of like look at her, and you kind of
I wink at you.
You have night vision too.
She can't see the wink though because
I
you're
forgot
so
about that.
blended in.
I just
Thomas?
didn't notice.
What do you want to do?
He was so enthralled with his rock, he forgot that he had night vision.
So who's left around me?
They have all darted
Yeah.
and snuck
But is
away.
Coco still around me?
Mimpy is like kind of turtled on the bottom of the ground there. Coco has jumped off to the side, kind of around where Pankuka went.
So it's literally just
You and then a little,
And your rock,
little
And my
Mimpy.
rock.
Mr. Brown.
All right,
just stay there.
bring it on.
You're good bait.
Okay, so you're not gonna like do anything. You're just gonna stand there.
And I'm like, right, guys?
Sometimes my camouflage, I'm not really feeling it. Today, I was feeling it, just like bam, up against that wall. So, pretty good stuff, all in all, it's a good camouflage day.
I'm surprised that worked. I'm surprised that it really worked. I mean, usually people just forget about me, but I didn't think like a wild animal would forget about me. Should do that more often.
Funnis, get out of the way! You're gonna get hurt! Don't just stand there like a fool! They're gonna bite your head off! Come over here, hide in the bush! No? Can you even hear me over there? Funnis! He's a dead man.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that episode of Uranium Chef. If you liked it and if you want to support the type of content like this that we do on this channel, consider supporting us down at that Patreon link down below. It goes towards this and other cool projects that we're working on here. And if you support us, you get your name all the way over here. You see all these cool people? Look at them. Ooh, yeah! Look at them go. Look at them. Yeah!